Okay, so income number 8 is called category rebooking. So category rebooking. So reflects your performance in the previous category. Value, same as units from shopping or gift card down payment. Have full commission entitlement, no loyalty credit or loyalty cash, and no career points. Enables an additional national and continental business setup. Supports your business setup. So category rebooking, the next accounting category. So here we have following units. We know above and below, and when you add it together, that's the total. So let's say you have one $75 unit from shopping or down payment or even a bonus unit. When this unit has achieved $35.35, so total of 70, it gets paid out. Your $675 cash or credit plus the $198 loyalty commission. But now this unit actually doesn't disappear. It actually moves up in the next accounting category. So let's say you have a unit ID from a down payment of unit number 10001. Okay? So this unit is of course paid out, but now the company gives you a free position that gets placed in accounting category 2. And with the same ID, this unit is now found in accounting category 2. And you can find it in your back office under unit numbers, okay, where your booking line is and when your member filter is. So when one unit in an accounting 2 finishes 30 to 30, total of 60, it moves to accounting 3. When accounting 3 finishes 25, total of 50, it moves to accounting 4. And 4, once it finishes 25, moves to 5. And once 5 finishes, pays out, it is gone, it is dead. So there's no more accounting categories after 5. So accounting category rebooking from accounting 1 to accounting 2. So let's say you have one $75 unit from down payment, okay? And once it finishes 35, it has a choice to go to either passive accounting 2 or active accounting 2. So in Linus, we have two different groupings of accounting categories. Active is where all your down payments are and your shopping units. So for example, if you made a premium membership down payment of 3,000, so you have 733, 7 units in accounting 1, 3 and 2, and 3 and 3. This is called active. So this is where all your members, your downline, all their units are falling behind as you refer them and as they shop. But when each unit finishes, let's say 25, 35, 30, it moves up to the next higher accounting category. And here Linus has an option for you to either go to passive or active. And passive starts a new accounting category where you have an additional income because every single unit now that your system finishes and all your members, your downline, all their units are rebooking behind yours. So for example, the reason why this was created was because let's say you have active 1, 2, and 3 is very busy. Okay, so you have many units there. It does not make sense for a unit that pays out to go to the behind of all these units that have already paid out that you own. So the company creates a new system for you, which is either can be passive 2, passive 3, passive 4, and passive 5. And your first unit follows your upline, as you can see. Okay, and all other units from your members all rebook behind yours. Okay, and now when you have 30, pays out again, moves up, and so on. Okay. But for example, let's say you are a shopper and you have one $75 unit. And instead of this $75 unit, once it finishes 35, it going to passive accounting category 2. If they don't have any units in active, the units must fill up the active first. Okay, but for most part, if you're doing business, your active 2 is already filled up with your down payment units and all your members, and your passive 2 is empty and it starts a new system. So you can find, let's say if it's a unit number 1001, it moves up to accounting category 2. That same ID can be found there. You can keep track of every single unit. And tip, so let's say when one unit finishes in a level 1, Okay, it moves up, it gets paid out, it moves up to level 2. Now you have a possibility of what we call doubling units. So of course, if this unit starts a new system, the next spot is 2 following empty spots. But the best positioning is if you make a down payment of, let's say, 2 units of 225 plus shopping. So now you'd position yourself with a total of 3 units up front. So this first unit would be a rebooked unit, and these two would be doubled units or down paid units. And now let's say I have 2, 3, 4 legs, all their units are falling behind here. So let's say John owns this unit. Okay, so let's say when John finishes 35, this unit takes the next position behind your passive program. So let's say John's unit would be here. He also has the possibility of doubling it, and all units follow behind John as well from his members. Let's say Mary is another member. Okay, she finishes 35, 30. The computer would find the next available position, so it balance it out. So it'd go below here. So you can see all 3 units are moving, plus you get an additional benefit of loyalty credit, and you don't only receive $5.94, but all 3 are positioned perfectly. And let's say another member, let's say Tim is your other direct, his unit finishes and moves up to the next spot here, and all units are falling behind yours. Okay? So it's an additional income, and this enables a further passive benefit. So if you have 1 unit that finishes in accounting 2, 1 unit in accounting 3, 1 unit in accounting 1, when they finish 35, 35, 30, 30, 25, 20, it goes up to passive 2, 3, and 4. And of course, it would be a huge benefit to double it. If you're going to be active and you know your members below your active, doubling it is key. Because if you don't double units in accounting 2, just the first time, let's say if down payment of 2 units, that's $450 plus $300 shopping, you miss out roughly on $3,600 benefit. If you do not double units in your passive 3, you lose roughly around $8,800. Okay, because each unit, each down paid unit in accounting 3 pays out $4,400 each, and accounting 4 is a little bit of a bigger loss. If you don't double your units of 2 units of $1,800, you would lose out roughly on $28,000. And if your team's active, this would be within the next 12 months. So it's very important to position yourself, and we'll have lots of training how to do it in your online office as well, with all the forms and so on. And benefits from category rebooking. So let's say here you have a $175 unit. You can create shopping, credit, or cash, plus your $198 loyalty commission, which is always cash, after it finishes 35. Then you have a unit in accounting 2 worth $225 after 30, total of 60, pays out $1,275 plus $594. Same thing with accounting category 3 unit, $600 value, $25. It pays out all this income. And of course, after it finishes, it moves up to the next, usually passive program. So active 1 goes to 2, active 2 goes to passive 3, active 3 goes to passive 4. Okay, and now you can see, let's say your first unit in accounting level 1 ID is 1001. The same unit of 1001 would be created automatically for you. And once this finishes, of course, 30, it pays out $594 cash. Once this unit moves from 2 to 3, 2001, first unit accounting 2, but it's found in 3, you get $1,980 cash after 25. And here in accounting category 4, now you have a unit from 3001 after 25 pays out $5,940. Okay, and of course the same thing happens, it moves up. Okay, so when 1 unit finishes in accounting 5, it pays out an additional $19,800 plus 12 bonus units are created. Same thing happens from 4 to 5 on the other levels. So if your unit starts from accounting 2, goes up to 5, creates 16 bonus units, and it creates all of this cash for you. And when 1 unit goes from accounting category 1 all the way up 5, all of this gets created, and you get 20 bonus units. So every single shopping unit, down paid unit, category rebooking unit, bonus unit, all of it has the possibility of earning this income as well. So one unit makes 4 units, they move up. It's an amazing system, and of course all of this can be realized if you're active, and it's all kept in the background for you. And until you see the situation in your online office, it is a little bit complex, but it's a huge long-term benefit for your business. Okay, so this was category rebooking, income number 8.